Hi all, this is Crypto Digital again. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the HTC One Max. So here's the phone. It's kind of large. It's a 5.9-inch screen, diagonal. It's got a fingerprint scanner on the back. It's got a 4 megapixel ultra pixel camera on the back, main camera with LED flash. It's got the front-facing camera on the top of the front, your standard proximity sensor and whatnot, ambient light sensor, dual front-firing speakers. That might be the best part about this phone because you've got the speaker down here, you've got the speaker up here, and it's great. The sound is amazing on this phone. For multimedia content, I would say this might be the best phone out there just because the sound is amazing. Yeah, so anyway, it's got the hardware buttons, the capacitive buttons for home and back. It does not have on-screen buttons like the Nexus devices and a lot of new devices that are coming out. But that's okay because you get more screen real estate that way. The buttons aren't taking up part of the screen, so I like it. I like it. Now let's see if we turn it on. We've got the home screen. We've got the time. We've got the weather, and we've got Chrome, camera, phone, and so on. So if we swipe up, we'll get the home screen. That was the lock screen. Now we're on the home screen. And as you see, I've got my power widget where I can turn on Wi-Fi. I can turn on and off the auto rotate feature. I can adjust the brightness and adjust Bluetooth and GPS. So that's good. Verizon, my Verizon will show me how much data I have left for the month. Then I've got my regular icons that I normally use, which are Nook, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Tap-a-Talk, settings, the Verizon folder came with it, Gmail, Evernote, and Play Store. Then if I were to swipe to the right, I'm going to get Blink Feed. And Blink Feed is the HTC equivalent of Flipboard, but it's integrated into the system itself. So all you have to do is swipe to the right and you get your latest news updates from Facebook, Twitter, Google+, anything you want. And you can just swipe up and you get more. And if you swipe up again, you get even more. So that's a good thing. The news stories, it's a news aggregator. So basically, if you tap on one, you'll get the full story. And that's about it. On the top, you've got the time, you've got the weather, you've got the date, and that's about it. So now on the taskbar, on the bar on the top of the screen, you'll see we've got a 4G connection because it's Verizon Wireless. And we've got battery, which is at 100% because I just charged it. And battery life on this phone is amazing. And when I say amazing, I mean it's comparable to an iPad. It's like 10 hours of web browsing, I would say. It's amazing. It's the best phone probably out there for battery life that I know of anyway. Maybe the Z Ultra tops it, but I'm not even sure about that. And the Z Ultra is a 6.4-inch smartphone, so that might be a little bit better battery life. I'm really not sure about that. But anyway, moving along. So if I swipe again to the left this time, I'm going to get my links to websites that I frequent oftenly. So what I've got here, I've got Android Community, AnonTech, Engadget, and so on, Gotta Be Mobile. And those are all good sites for keeping up with the technology news. And so basically I just tap on one and it opens the page up for me. And if I scroll up, there are even more. So that's a good thing. That's a Chrome. I use Chrome. Now, this came with a browser called, I think it's called Internet, but I prefer Chrome, and it also came with Chrome, but not as the default. So I just set Chrome as the default. I exchanged the icon down there at the bottom to Chrome so that it'll be easy to access. Then I've got my calendar. Nothing's set for today. No upcoming events, but anyway, got my people, my phone numbers, and so on, and that's about it. So the main takeaway from this is that I'm very happy with this phone. This phone has been like my favorite phone that I've ever used, that's for sure. The 5.9-inch screen is really big. It's really big. A lot of phones are like 5 inches now, and that's pretty big too. But 5.9 inches, approaching 6 inches, is pretty amazing. And that extra screen real estate is great for things like web browsing, reading ebooks, watching YouTube videos. Oh man, YouTube videos look so great. This is a 1080p screen. So you're getting like the resolution of a television, but squeezed into a 5.9-inch screen. So right there, I mean, that's amazing. 1080p, full HD. Let me see what other specs we have here. Obviously 4G LTE, it's on Verizon. Corning Gorilla Glass 3. So the front of this is Corning Gorilla Glass 3, and that is resilient. It's tough. It's not going to be a problem if you drop it. Don't quote me on that. I mean, you know, don't drop the phone on purpose, but you know, if you do drop it, you can rest assured that the Gorilla Glass 3 is going to take a beating. And so then I've got 32 gigabytes of storage on this, 2 gigabytes of RAM. I'm not sure if there was a 16 gigabyte version on Verizon available, but I got the 32 gigabyte. They didn't tell me that there was a 16 gigabyte version, so I don't know, but I'm assuming there wasn't. But maybe some other carriers. I know this is available on some other carriers, so maybe they have the 16 gigabyte. Let's see. So we've got the cameras are 4 megapixel autofocus LED flash and 1080p 30 frames per second video, or 720p at 60 frames per second. HDR, stereo sound, and so on. So right there, you've got pretty good cameras. I know 4 megapixels doesn't sound like a lot, but it's ultra pixel, so it's HTC's take on cameras, and it's supposed to be pretty good. I haven't tested the cameras out yet, so I couldn't tell you for sure, but it is supposed to be pretty good. Now, let's see. Yeah, that's about it. Wi-Fi hotspot, micro USB with MHL. The processor is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 600 quad-core 1.7 gigahertz Crate 300. So it's packing speed. It's not the industry best right now, but it is packing some serious speed. This is not the Snapdragon Pro. This is better than that. It's not the whatever else there was before that. The Snapdragon, I don't know what the S4, whatever it was called. No. This is Snapdragon 600. It came out about summer last year. It's faster than the Nexus 7 2013. It's faster than the Nexus 7 2012. It's quad core, which, I mean, even the iPads, the newest iPads, can't say they're quad core. This is quad core. So, I mean, it's a pretty good processor. It's quad core Snapdragon 600. What else can I say? I use Evernote. I use Gmail. I use Facebook and Twitter. And those all run great on it. YouTube runs, like I said, amazingly with the 1080p screen. So that's about it. I read ebooks on it. Haven't played any games on it yet, but plan to. And that's about it. And Blink feed is really nice because you've got all your news, all your Facebook, Twitter, whatever you need, right on one page. And you just scroll up and down. You see more and more stories, and it goes on and on. So that's about it. Call quality is pretty good. I haven't had any problems with it, so I can't say anything negative about that. Call quality is just fine, and so is speakerphone. I haven't heard that people have had any problems hearing me on the calls. So yeah, call quality is fine. And that's about it. I'm going to wrap up. So, do I recommend this phone? I would say 100% yes. This phone is definitely the phone to get. I recommend this phone. You know, there's the Note 3 out right now. There's the S5 is coming out, the Samsung phones. In April, I believe, the S5 is coming out, and that looks like a great phone too. The Note 3 is a great phone, but I'm recommending this phone. This is the one that I chose. I recommend this phone. Highly recommend it. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care until next time. This is Crypto Digital.